So for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and not do the PowerPoint. If you want a PowerPoint though, let me know and I'll whip one up real quick and attach it to the video, as long as I can figure out how to do it. This video will be talking about important foods to eat during a fertility diet. These are the same stuff that's been mentioned before, but we're going to go more into depth with why you need to eat it, things like that. So, you want to try to stick with nutrient-dense foods, meaning foods that have a lot of nutrients per serving. So to begin, we're going to talk about eggs. Eggs are high in vitamin D, B12, and protein. Now, they're also high in cholesterol, so you kind of have to watch how much eggs you're ingesting. You have to make sure try to make sure the eggs are farm fresh, meaning they come from I don't know, we have our own eggs, so our eggs come from our backyard. People prefer cage-free, free-range eggs. You can go to a local person around you that has eggs. We sell eggs to people sometimes. Or we have an organic grocery store by us that they sell eggs from a local farm. Even if you get the organic eggs, it's still not the same thing as getting an egg from the backyard. The eggs are so much fresher and better. The farm eggs will be cleaner and have more nutrients in them, as well as the yolk will be a deep orangish yellow color, and ours are a little bit bigger. So I know with like the store-bought eggs, you don't always taste a lot of the yolk, and with our eggs, it's like all yolk. So find someone around you that has chickens and buy eggs from them. Something else is nuts and seeds. They're high in omega-3, zinc, vitamin E, and protein. The nutrients in nuts and seeds can be destroyed if they're cooked, so it's best to eat nuts and seeds raw, which a lot of people have already heard about. The best seeds, so now I'm going to talk about like the best seeds to get omega-3 from is walnuts, flaxseed, hemp seeds, and chia seeds. We eat a lot of flaxseed. I add it while I'm cooking. I think they say 2 tablespoons of flaxseed a day. I get the ground up already, and sometimes I add it to our pasta. It depends, because sometimes it tastes kind of gritty, and that my husband will complain about, and I don't necessarily prefer it either. But soups have probably been the most common thing that I've tried it with, and then I'll add it to oatmeal or cream of wheat or guano flakes. I always say that wrong. The best nut or seeds for zinc is pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. Somebody's walking by me. Sorry. Vitamin E, the best for vitamin E is sunflower seeds and almonds. Iron is pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. Sorry, I'm in an office building. Grass-fed meats are high in omega-3, iron, B12, and protein. These are animals that are fed nothing but grass. So they're grazers. A lot of cows, they don't get any hormones or antibiotics, and they're grass-fed most of their lives. The meat will have less fat, and it'll have a stronger taste to it. They will have more nutrients because they have the diet that they're intended to have. If the animals are given, sorry, I'm losing my place. If the animals are given hormones and antibiotics, it can mess with your hormone levels and it can mess with your immune system. When they aren't given hormones or antibiotics, they're higher in omega-3s. The other animals that are given hormones and antibiotics are higher in omega-6s, which your body already has enough of, and most people actually have too much omega-6. Then dark leafy vegetables, they are high in iron, folic acid, vitamin E, and vitamin B6. These vegetables are packed with minerals, antioxidants, and vitamins. They're good for a heart-healthy diet. Some examples of green leafies are spinach, Swiss chard, kale, and collards. And I'm sure there's a lot more out there. Those are just the examples I found. Fruit is high in vitamin C, flavonoids, and a variety of antioxidants. Fruits are high sensitive, so to get your best nutrients from them, you want to eat them fresh and raw. And try to make sure they're in season in your area that you're eating them at, so that you know they're not coming really, really far, because the further they travel, the older they are and they're not as fresh. We used to, I think it's Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, they have a produce place that delivers fresh vegetables and fruit, and as much as they can get local, they get local. And it's like guaranteed fresh, like picked X, like they have X amount of days that they guarantee it with. And high antioxidant fruits are prunes, pomegranates, raisins, blueberries, and strawberries. Sorry, this is kind of a long video. You also want to do colorful veggies. They are high in vitamin B6, vitamin C. The color of the vegetables will tell you what nutrients and benefits they will provide for your body, such as red and green vegetables are high in vitamin C, orange vegetables are high in vitamin A, and white vegetables tend to have sulfur in them. The best way to get a lot of nutrients from your vegetables is to make sure that when you do eat the vegetables, you're eating colorful and a variety. So the best way to do that is to like eat a salad or stir fry or something like that. Fish and shellfish is high in vitamin D, omega-3, selenium, B12, and CoQ10. Some of the most nutrient-dense food that you can find is in fish or shellfish. The only issues is that they're kind of heat sensitive, so you have to be careful when you're cooking them. If you have any concern about the water source that you think that your fish is coming from, try to go with cold water fish, or actually just take a purified cod liver oil vitamin. Try to avoid farm fish because they cannot have as many omega-3s, and the farmer could have been using antibiotics. Liver is high in vitamin D, zinc, selenium, and iron, folic acid, B12, and CoQ10. Me, I've never ate liver. I don't know if I could eat liver. And My husband likes it and says that if he had to, he would eat it. I don't. Folic acid needs. So, I mean, it's really nutrient. So if you can find a way to eat it really good, I read somewhere people put it in buttermilk and butter and then eat it on a cracker. Lentils and other beans are high in iron and folic acid. Lentils are the second highest source of iron in all foods and folic acid. Raw or cultured milk, dairy, period, is high in vitamin D, B12, and zinc. Raw dairy is basically milk products that have not been pasteurized. That way they still have all the important enzymes and the delicate nutrients are just kept intact. Also, it has to be grass-fed dairy, and they cannot receive any hormones or antibiotics. Some states it is not legal for them to sell raw milk as human consumption. That's how it is here in Indiana, and they won't sell it in the stores. So we have to go straight to the dairy and get it, and then they have to tell you that it's only for animal consumption and you shouldn't consume it yourself. It's actually very, very healthy though, and I really, really like the taste. You can also culture your own organic milk. I'm sure there's ways to find out what to do with that. And there are times that you should avoid milk, and that's when there's like stagnation in the body, like endometriosis, or if you have a milk allergy. With grains, all I really found was that it's a personal preference. If you have celiac disease though, or gluten intolerance, then grains are something you're going to want to stick with. If you continue to ingest grains or gluten, then you can cause infertility by ingesting it. So a lot of people that have realized that they're gluten intolerant or they have celiac disease and have given up grains, they're fine now. So that's all. Have a good day.